In our previous video, Kyle and Dad got a huge piece started for our HVAC. It was like installing the main highway of the whole system.
Amazing perspective, how much of this is going to be duct.
Now that it is up, they can envision the side streets, and with each new piece added,
You couldn't have done that if you tried.
it really is coming together.
Perfect. Perfect.
So Kyle is assembling the supply duct. Air coming from the furnace will go up into this rectangular tube and then go through these round tubes out to floor vents to supply cool air in the summer and hot air in the winter.
Oh man, couldn't have looked more like professionals if we tried.
You're doing good.
All right, we've got the propane torch going, and I've been masticing a little bit. Our tripod broke, so I just kind of have to show you the process through after the process. So the stuff right here was not masticed yesterday. We just threw it up there, and then today, with it being warmer out and with the propane candle, torch, whatever you want to call it, it's toasty. So it's perfect temperature. So going through masticing, even going over the mistake we made, right up there, that guy, that mistaked hole, and then the one that was up top, fixed that as well. This is called pranking the person below.
Right there is probably not very risky.
Yeah, just don't force it all the way down. Get through the floor and you'll be fine. So we're putting holes in our floor again. These ones are much bigger. We're gonna have a return, which is what you see Dad Green here sitting in, and then that small hole over there will be an 8-inch round hole for supply. And this will be the pretty much the main air return for a lot of this upstairs portion of the house. So that's the air return hole. That duct slides in it, but we've got this one, which is for the supply, that will run up, go to a T, and then that's for the upstairs bathroom, and then running along here is for the south bedroom, or at least one of them.
Hey, just for Heather's benefit, this is not to go in the thing. You couldn't have done that if you tried.
This is what happens when you drop something down a story. You break it. It's just sheet metal. It should hopefully click back in.
It's like a bicycle tire kind of thing where it's hard to get it over the rim, you know? Changing the outer tire on the back.
Try and... Hey! There we go. And it's fixed. Don't fall with me.
One more part again.
We'll just use a different one. Figure this one out later. Whoa. These are easier. This is easier to use. I think so anyway.
Until one doesn't work. And then you're like, yeah. Would you like another spoon, sir? On the floor? A fourth?
I will get it. I'm not insane.
Yeah, I'm thinking that bit works a lot better.
Well, I wouldn't have been able to hold that, and I would have needed 2 fingers. Way better.
Teasing, man.
I'm not gonna.
Like I said, it's not perfect. Maybe it's better, but it's... We're gonna need to come through here with a magnet to retrieve all these screws that are flying around.
Cover it all in Gypcrete. And there we go. Just like that. Beautiful. All right, so not a lot got done, but everything felt very productive, only because it's big stuff going up and it's satisfying to see, right? So we've got the south bedroom, one of the ducts for the south bedroom up and in place with mastic on it. We got the main trunk for that bathroom or the bedroom and this bathroom. So all of that's been completed. That's great. We have one branch completely finished. Sweet. I got another one down here on the ground. I'll show you. It was actually quite tricky. So this is for this is our laundry room. This is for the air supply in the laundry room. This thing was kind of a pain in the butt to try and get in there. And I'll go downstairs to show you why. So this here, the one that I have mastic on, was already put in place before we actually put this up. We kind of did measuring based on where we knew it needed to be, right along the joist, close enough. Well, it didn't create a very nice angle trying to go up and in here. It wasn't 90 degrees. I don't know what angle it was, but it was a little bit of a pain. Good thing these adjustable ducts help a lot, and that the one on the actual main trunk supply was adjustable too. We couldn't actually use a duct 90 degree. Well, we did, but I'll show you what we did. We used this. This is a 6-inch adjustable duct. Let's see if I can get it to twist here. See how it can twist? Well, they're just kind of press fitted together. Earlier today we dropped an 8-inch one and found that they come apart. So to get an angle to work for that piece up there, we removed this. So that up there, that 90 or that bend, we actually just took it apart. Hey, you know what? I'm pretty sure that it's a-okay. We'll throw some mastic on it. It'll be airtight. Air still will be able to go through. Perfect. Perfect. The last thing we did, not the last thing, but we got this from the main trunk. This supplies up into the grand room area, right up here. We have 4 8-inch pipes we have to end up running. We have 3 that go to the grand room, and then we'll have 1 that runs along here in this joist bay, and that will be for the entryway supply. It makes sense why they have all your air supply and registers are by your windows, because those are what allow the most heat and cold transfer. What I'm going to be working on in the barn is I'm going to be building the rest of the trunk supply. Not the rest of it, but I'm going to be building the 16 by 8 and 12 by 8 trunk supply that's going to run from that, and it's going to run all the way down to about kind of right here at this joist that I'm pointing at. But it's nice that it's all coming together.
This is the setup.
Staying warm.
All right, so this is the return duct that will be going up here next to the one that this supply, that way, that supply. And we'll have to attach it down in the basement after we have it hung. Be the easiest way to do it.
Pinocchio.
All right, got it in place. All we had to do was drop it down 3.5 inches to give us enough room between these two. And it worked out. Going through the whole build, you know, we didn't necessarily plan for all the ducting, and we had to figure out how to get return up here. Our plan had return in the master bedroom wall, and that just didn't work because there's a floor joist right underneath that wall. It's impossible to get it there. And so we just had to come up with a way to get air return to this main floor and then upstairs, and this was the best solution we had. It's enough to be able to handle all the CFM. I used all the, I calculated how much CFM was in the house based on the plan that I had, and then just Googled what size duct can handle that, and that was the size we needed. So unfortunately I had to take up Heather's laundry room. But you know what? It'll allow us to live in it. It's a quirk with it. And if we ever build another house again, then we'll at least think ahead through those things to try and make it less intrusive of our space we want to use. Regardless, we're happy and pleased that it's working out. Next thing we're gonna kind of do is, we're gonna work on getting the duct that I built that attaches here, and it will stop somewhere along where you see all those orange marks up there. We have to get holes in it. We have to get the 90s in it, in the right spots, because we have a hole right up here where the light is. You can kind of see it, that we have to go through. We have a duct right there that we're gonna have to end up attaching to. Other than that, there really isn't anything in this space that needs to actually connect with ducts, but it'll be farther down the line that will have more of the attachments. We'll at least work on getting that side out.
So what we're doing here is we're adding the vents that come out of this supply duct that will feed 6-inch pipes. This one's going to go over to the kitchen upstairs, or actually the dining room upstairs, right?
I think so.
And then also into the mud bathroom, just off the garage entry area. Kyle's reattaching a stud that we had to move just a little bit in order to get our duct to pass through the wall.
Like a glove. It fit perfectly. And it's perfect because this piece right here ends exactly where it needs to end. So that way I can have a 10-inch wide duct basically running straight up. It'll be 6 to around to 10 by 3, and those two spots you can see that arrow pointing up, and these two bays, 2 ducts are going to be going up, but they needed to come from the 8 by 8 duct, not the 12 by 8. And so, but I had one thing that had to go off of the 16 by 8, and then one thing that needed to go by the 12 by 8, which is that guy right there. And so it just barely fit, but you know what? It fit.
In our next video, Kyle and I buy ourselves a very, very large Christmas present.